Day 9. Just a quick note on the cough I've had in the past few videos. I went into surgery recovering from a pretty bad cold, and in fact, the morning of the surgery, they had to do a quick assessment to see if they would in fact go ahead with it. Obviously, they did in the end, but just to let you know, that's where this cough that I've had has come from, and not necessarily related to the surgery itself. Now, I had previously talked about sleeping and trying to sleep horizontal as opposed to the combination of incline with my legs straight out. So this is something I have tried now for a few nights. And the first night I did try the horizontal, and it was actually pretty atrocious and a whole lot of pain. So I figured out afterwards, not during, I'm guessing I was just too tired, that raising my legs a little bit would have been beneficial. So that first night of sleeping, I was head to toe flat, and that just caused a great deal of pain in different parts of my body. I'm just not used to sleeping like that. So the next night, what I tried to do, first testing with a little nap in the afternoon, is trying with a pillow underneath my knee. So my head flat without a pillow, and that's something that the hospital had told me to avoid, was lying on my back, do not use a pillow. So head to back to posterior, and then the incline with my knees raised a little bit with a pillow. It was more comfortable again, so that was something that during the nap I'd found success with, decided to try it that night. And during the night itself, a nap being 20 minutes long, a night being many hours, I found out that this collar itself was extremely uncomfortable. And lying on my back, I just felt a great deal of pressure on my jaw, on the back of my head. It's something that just, it accumulated, it really wore on me as the minutes and the hours went on, so much so that after the first night straight flat, the second night with the incline with the pillow, the third night yesterday, I went back to using an incline. So back to using that the cushion, and then my legs straight out. Not the greatest setup. I said my posterior was quite sore from that, and it's just getting worse. But that's the only way I've found to sleep so far. So that's what I'm going to be doing again tonight. I did take a small break from it last night. I wake up to take pills, not scheduled, I just happened to wake up when the medication wears off. I did the incline, then I went to flat, then I went back to the incline. So I can at least mix it up. I have a few options. Now, as far as I guess some of the things I haven't talked about, the pain itself, how am I feeling? Again, this is day 9. The incision itself, you can see that this Band-Aid, whatever this thing is still there. I did go to the doctor today, and the doctor had said to leave it there for a couple more days and then remove it. So it's coming close to coming off. For the most part, I feel nothing right there as far as pain goes. Maybe if it's just too much of an expression with my mouth, my muscles, I'll feel something there. Other than that, though, it's nothing. There's no pain at all. The two main sources of pain for me are my neck, and that is if I'm getting too cold, for example, if I shiver before I get a blanket on or something else, I have to get up in the middle of the night, get cold, my muscles tense up, I really, really feel that. It just aches in the neck. And then my shoulders, they still feel achy. Right now, I feel absolutely fine. No problem with the shoulders whatsoever. However, if I do a little bit of work, I do mean a little bit. I'm not moving groceries, I'm not moving children about, I'm avoiding things I'm supposed to avoid. But just little bits of moving things around, carrying something from the sink to the table and so forth. After a bit of that, I do feel ache in the shoulders, and I find that ice does help. So I just sit down, put an ice pack under one shoulder, then rotate it to the next shoulder, and that tends to help things as well. The final point is medication. So for myself, I have been using the T3s, and the doctor had suggested today to taper off of those. That's something I had tried a few days ago, and it was either just too soon to try it or I had done too much activity that day. So when I tapered off, I went to a single T3 and a regular strength Tylenol. So just take out the extra caffeine and codeine content. And that's something that didn't work for me in the past. Today, however, I've had 2 medicine doses, 2 scheduled medication times, where I have had one T3 and one Tylenol, and it's been fine. I've just taken 2 T3s, excuse me, and that is because I will be going to bed shortly, and it's just a more awkward, uncomfortable time for me. So I'd like to have that little bit of extra while I sleep. But I'm very happy to report that for myself. On day 9, going down to 1 T3 and 1 Tylenol during the day has posed no problems whatsoever. So who knows, I might keep that tomorrow. I might switch to just trying a couple of Tylenols during the day and seeing how that goes as well. I don't want to rush it, but at the same time, the faster you can get off this type of medication, the better as far as I'm concerned.